What's going on? So we're going to talk about the Lions. Oh, my Lions. Ah! Well, at least we're 1-1 still. I can be happy about that. The Lions are still 1-1. You know, it's the NFL. The thing about the NFL is really brutal. You know, you could lose some guys, you get injuries. You know, we got injuries. We have injuries on the right side. Our right tackle is gone. Our D-backs are completed. I mean, we're playing with like third string D-backs. I mean, these D-backs are like the worst D-backs ever. And we have a really fragile offense. You know, although, you know, like I said, I'm not complaining about it as far as Joe Lombardi, his new offensive coordinator, and I just think like they had no confidence after. We have a problem right now. Bell fumbled 2 footballs this week so far. We fumbled on special teams. We're dropping passes still. Like there's a confidence issue going on. I don't know if they don't trust Stafford throwing the ball or something is wrong. It's a combination of things. You know, Freeze missing 2 field goals. Special teams is very bad on the Lions. I know that I thought last week and I was watching through preseason and I thought they corrected it, and they still have the special teams coach, if I'm not mistaken, from Jim Schwartz when they were on there. And I was like, please fire this guy. Please get this guy. Because I think it was last year we went into Jacksonville, and that's when we started losing because we gave up the ball on special teams a lot. Our special teams is terrible. We missed 2 field goals. We fumbled on a return. I mean, that changed the whole complexity of the game because what it did is it left our defense on the field, and Nick Farley and some other guys, not so much Shoe, are out of shape. And those guys were huffing and puffing down there, and he couldn't it's just a whole big mess right now. And to be 1-1, I'm very thankful. The NFC North is not that strong. I mean, you look at Green Bay doesn't have no offensive line. They're just, you know, Aaron Rodgers running around back there. He's just gonna get slaughtered. I mean, and the Vikings have a new quarterback, and Adrian Peterson just got thrown in jail. What do you got left? Chicago? I mean, like, what are they going to do? I mean, they got Cutler. The guy's constantly blowing games like Romo. So the NFC North is really bad. I don't think anybody out of the NFC North is going to come out and do anything this year. I don't, you know, it's so hard. It's so hard to get players and make changes in the NFL because of salary cap and the way they do business. I mean, it takes generations for a team to change. And it just sucks. And so now, like, when you look at Detroit today, the special teams killed us. It put us behind the 8 ball. It changed the complexity of the game. And then you seen Matt Stafford running around with his head chopped off, and he just threw out the whole game plan, and he just tried to throw to Calvin Johnson the whole game. You know, I mean, why do we have Golden Tate, Brandon Tate? I don't know. Why does he on our team if you're not going to throw to him, man? And then and when you have Bell fumbling the ball, they just abandoned the run. They just gave up on the run. So all they had to do was tee up on us and just rush us. And you got a right tackle who is replacing I forgot his name, but the injured tackle, and he's a young dude and he don't know block assignments. I mean, we weren't going to win this game. And I think our special teams coach still needs to be fired. He's terrible. The running backs are half-assed, you know, fill-in-the-blank running backs, and they fumble the ball. Special teams is killing us. I don't know. We got to do something about that. Special teams is killing us. And the fact that Cam Newton was going to come back, you know he's going to have an explosive game. So it's like they didn't even game plan for that. You know, I'm not saying we would have went down into the Panthers' house and beat them. Last year, they were a playoff team. I expect us to at least be in there. But I thought because, you know, Stafford had another year to mature and he was faster and he's able to recognize an audible, and he didn't have that opportunity. because guys weren't scoring and they were dropping the ball. You can't drop the ball. This is professional football. You can't drop the ball. You can't miss field goals, and you can't do that, or you're going to get capitalized on. So anyways, make a long story short, we're 1-1. I think Stafford did his job as far as passing yardage. I mean, he did what he could do. I think Brandon Pettigrew needs to be fired. He needs to be out of there. He still can't catch. The special teams head coach needs to go. To be honest with you, they just understand that Sue and Fairley are the heart of that defense, but they got to find some guys that want to be there. Those guys don't want to be there. I mean, they just want to get the big paycheck. We have some problems. I don't think the Lions, at best, we're probably going to go 8-8. And to be honest with you, the NFC North, I think you can get in with 9-7 or 8-8, something like that. Yep, 9 or 7 or 8-8. I think you can get in the playoffs from the NFC North. So I'm not worried about it. We're not gonna like I said. Look at New England Patriots. We went 15-0 and then losing the Super Bowl. So whatever. It's a long season. We need to get some free agents. We need to make some adjustments with some coaches on special teams. We need free agents, and we need to practice, and get some running backs, because we need running backs. Reggie Bush is just too small, and Bell just keeps fumbling. LaShore was a bust. All we have is we got Kelvin Johnson. That's it. And if you game plan for that, we're gonna get beat every single time. Anyways, that's the weekend report. Great job to the Panthers. Cam Newton leading by, he's leading by an example. I mean, guy's hurt and he comes out there and he leads the team. That's what you need. And he did it. And that's that. So good job to them. And we lost. We have a lot to fix. And I think that next week when we play Green Bay is a very depleted team. So when they come into our house, we're gonna beat them pretty good. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Kelvin. They're not going to be able to stop Tate. I mean, I don't know what Green Bay is going to do, because they don't have nothing. They don't have no offensive line, so I don't think it's going to be that hard of a game for us next week. I look forward to going into Lambeau and finally beating them, because they got a bad team, but that's about it. The rest of our schedule looks pretty hard. You look at the Jets and the Buffalo Bills. I mean, these are teams that are turning it around, and the Cardinals, oh my goodness, these are tough teams on our schedule. Like I said, we might go 9-7, or I would say 8-8. I wouldn't be surprised if 7-9 makes it to the playoffs in the NFC North. So anyways, until next time, to my first, peace, I'm out.